Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I would like to talk about the year of 2024 for the company, is it a company? But anyway, the application Reddit, that many people are using it currently around the globe. So before I start this reading, when I was meditating, for some reason, I I heard a notification sound that we sometimes can hear it when the system is having an error. For example, you know, for people who use Windows, um, and I don't know if there is a reason why I'm hearing the Windows notification sound. Um, and I'm pretty sure that it is not Apple, because you know, Apple laptop, the MacBook, they have a different sound, and Windows has some particular sounds that I remember, and this sound is not the latest ones. It is from, you know, I think in the 90s. So I found a I found a video that has that kind of sound, and I would like to play it and let you know. Um, yeah, so this is the sound. Okay, yeah, so this is the sound. And together with this sound, I saw a vision of a Caesar cutting through. So first of all, the background of the the vision is black, and then on top of it, I saw Reddit, literally Reddit and a logo. And then I see a Caesar cutting through from the top to the bottom. And where it cut through was the letter R and the letter E. In between R and E, the Caesar cut through from the top. So basically, the letter R is being separated from the rest of the, of the word. And when it's being cut through, that's when I hear the noise, like the notification sound I just played to you. I think it gives me a sense of caution, because an error sound, no matter what, it is still an error sound. So something I think is gonna hit the error, and I just don't think it's gonna be all right. And I contemplated for a few moments. I was thinking whether I should actually talk about this. I wasn't sure, but after I created this spread for Reddit this year, I think I should include that vision and that sound because of the tower at the end of the spread. So I think something within Reddit will possibly break apart. I don't know if they are gonna be forced to sell part of it, or maybe something is gonna be cut open, and then yeah, so just imagine if you're using a Caesar to cut things, what can that be? But without further ado, I just want to mention this vision, and that is your choice to interpret it. We all have a different interpretations about things, but I personally I think it's kind of a warning. Um, okay, so for this spread, the first card is the Hierophant. The Hierophant means something traditional. Um, it is also about, um, you know, Hierophant. It can mean several things. First of all, the older population. Someone who is older. Uh, what can I think about? Well, you know, leaders. There are a lot of political leaders who are, you know, in their old age, right? Secondly, traditions. Uh, what can you think about Reddit if I'm talking about something very traditional, even though it creates such a gigantic space for so many people to get involved, but what component of Reddit is telling you that it has a background of, you know, being tradition, being close-minded? Um, what components behind Reddit can be considered as traditional, close-minded, doctrinated? Is there a word called doctrinated? I don't even know, but you know, doctrines, following the doctrines. Behind the freedom of speech that is being presented and promoted by Reddit, um, what is behind that? What is behind that most of the people would ignore? What is behind that, you know, ordinary users would not consider looking into it? Um, and I think for some of you, you're gonna know. Especially if you invest into the application, if you buy the, you know, I know I think they gonna have an IPO, or they have stocks. Well, I'm not familiar with stocks markets, but anyway, I know they have something going on. So definitely investors are very aware, I believe so, but they are not the general population, right? Anyway, Hierophant. It was a big influence before the year of 2024. Um, I think they laid out a groundwork for the application, um, and it's not really as what we expect it to be. When everybody feels like, oh, it's pretty free, is, you know, people say what they want to say, but you know what, I don't think it's the case. Okay, so yeah, so right now Page of Swords, it is about problems. It is about getting the clarity about the problems. So currently, even though they have the ambitions, um, you know, to do the IPO or whatever, they have problems right now. Page of Swords is about messages. It is about communications that are accompanied by problems. Um, Usually, Page of Swords means there is an alarm to wake people up. So definitely, they are having problems right now. Queen of Pentacles crossing on top of it means, um, this can be a person or can be a situation where the company is in. Um, The Queen of Pentacles is an energy that cares about themselves more than the others. Whenever they have the resources intact, they will be okay. They don't feel like there's a need to care about what is outside of their boundaries. For a platform like the Reddit, when there are so many people involved in expressing their ideas, their emotions, for it to have Queen of Pentacles, I don't think if it is a good thing, because of the nature, humans, when they want to exercise their freedom of speech, we in general we would like that to be respected, right? And when someone or some organizations, they are trying to deliver our messages and actually organize them in particular ways to, to create an impact, I think in general we would hope that company would care about principles and, care about privacy, right? The Queen of Pentacles, the problem is, if it is representing the company itself, when will it be a good thing? It's good when the company does not need to care about rights, human rights. When a company only needs to make profits, then Queen of Pentacles definitely is the, is the best, right? One of the best. There are other candidates in the tarot cards that are actually even better, but Queen of Pentacles is not bad either, because they know how to create wealth, create money, and just creating a concrete and safe space for them to have their business to run in. But as I said, when so many people's freedom of speech is involved in an application, and if the attitude is just, okay, we're just gonna care about our profits and our money, then what would you think? I don't mean to be judgmental. I just get it. I just get it that way for some reasons. The Queen of Pentacles can also mean that when the problems happen, they are being treated in a manner that only cares about their own financial security. But not the other areas of life. So I think this has to be taken care of seriously. I think something is already happening right now, but I don't think it is totally unwrapped yet. But in this year, somehow it's gonna happen. Things will come to the open, yeah. Which is a good thing. but I think people will feel disappointed because of someone making decisions. Maybe not only someone, but people involved with this company. They want the profits more than anything else. And because of that mentality, they sacrifice something very important. Okay, so I think this is about a decision-making process in regards to a problem. If they, if someone cares less about money and their personal benefits, then things would probably turn out differently. But I think because the selfishness, uh, it can actually lead to uh, a blowout, you know. So Knight of Pentacles on the top of this spread, it means that the company is achieving something in a very slow and steady progress. I think they have their plans to to operate, and it's not meant to be disrupted in any ways. And it sort of contradicts to the tower at the end. So two scenarios. First scenario, the application, the company is just doing their own thing in their own sweet, slow pace. Then something surprised them, and this can be the first scenario. The second scenario is the tower is actually under the plan of the Knight of Pentacles energy. So it can be a tower moment that is planned. So what I can think about are these two scenarios. The first one is the company is shocked by something that is unplanned, and they are too slow to react. The second scenario is they planned for the explosion. So at the bottom of this spread, Seven of Cups, they're thinking about a lot of things they want to do, but the direction is not clear. So they see a lot of potentials for the application, but they are just not sure. So in this case, I think it aligns with the first scenario, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a slow moving, well, actually Knight of Pentacles is not even moving, it's just slow and steady. And combining the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, it is about very slow process of any kind of creativity and creative brainstorming. It's slow. So when a company is acting in a very slow pace, when something surprising happen, it makes a lot of sense that it's not gonna be able to to react in a way that can that can offset the problem, right? So I feel like the first scenario can be the case, but but I'm kind of like 50-50 about it because um, because I do believe that someone is being selfish, and I I just think someone who makes decisions and they are being selfish, and probably not the entire company is selfish, but some people they are selfish, and then it's gonna, you know, lead to some problems. Seven of Pentacles in the future position. It means reviewing, reflecting, and thinking about what happened before and what can be cultivated further. So I believe that there are things that will happen or actually happening or even happened before. Um, they will definitely reveal the history of the problems, and then they just need to contemplate about what to do next. I think they're not very sure somehow. Um, yeah, that's what I feel. It is not very sure. Um, the Ace of Pentacles means that they're trying to create a new source of income and revenue and new ways to lead to abundance and more revenue. Probably this is about the IPO or their system of any kinds of payments, the way to make money. Um, they're trying new ways to make more money. And then the Sun card after it. Uh, the Sun card is one of the most blessed card in the tarot deck. So it means power, it means blessing, it means a lot of energy. So could that be the IPO thing? Very likely it's the IPO thing. On the other hand, it can mean things being exposed. This can be the exposed of the problems that are currently happening. And then, so I can imagine that the first situation is they get through the IPO, and then the Nine of Wands energy happens. So which is, it doesn't turn out as favorable as they hoped. Then the Nine of Wands means someone who is wounded because of that and very guarded. The other scenario is something comes into the open. So the Nine of Wands means it's gonna be wounded. What is being wounded? The reputation, the performance of the company, the image. And then at the end of the spread, the Tower. So the Tower is about disruptions. It is about breaking things apart. What will be the good thing? There is a good thing. Well, there are many good things that can be brought up by a Tower moment. It is about realization. It is about the shock that happens because it is necessary, because the system has it needs to be torn down in order to create some new things. So I feel like this year for Reddit, there will be major shakeups in the foundation of the application. It's gonna come as a shock for many people, and I don't see it as completely an end, but I feel like some components will come to an end and it will be abrupt. So I think this is essential to know about. And also the Queen of Pentacles energy, it can also be person, a particular person who makes decisions. So, yeah, I don't know who this person is, but it can be a person who can affect the fate of the company, especially this year. So I strongly feel like there are things that are gonna be broken apart. Maybe kind of part of it's gonna be on sale, or maybe there will be a change of ownership. Maybe the percentages will change. Shareholder things. But we can expect huge disruption, and the disruption will be very powerful too. So this is my general overview for the company Reddit. The application Reddit. I don't know if it is a company, but anyway, yeah, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. It helps a lot. And thank you for your time. And I wish you all the best. See you next time. Bye.